I am film director Steven Spielberg. It is my pleasure to be hosting this very special installment of Innovators of Today. Today's guests are John D. Rockefeller and Steve Jobs, the two leading competitors in two very different fields. We'll be sitting down with each of them to discuss their success and their influence on our culture. Thanks for joining us. I want to begin by first addressing each of you individually and give the audience a chance to place your names with your impressive reputations. Unless there are any objections. No? No? Okay. I'll start with John. John, you're one of the co-founders of the Standard Oil Company. Can you please tell me a little bit about your success?
Yeah, right now my company Standard Oil controls about 90% of the U.S. oil.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm a little shocked. I knew that you've been making more money than anyone else, but seriously, the company is that much more dominant over the others?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate.
Thank you. We will return to this in a minute. Steve Jobs is a computer designer for the Apple Computer Company and is responsible for their latest hit. Can you please tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I work at an Apple Computer Company. I've worked there for a long time, and we've designed a computer that has a better memory system. And we originally designed it for federal use in small businesses for better calculations. And when it hit the market, it was more popular with consumer use.
Wow, so no one saw it coming?
Nope, nobody saw it coming. It's actually better than a typewriter.
So aren't the other computers, aren't they?
Well, this one has a better memory system. You could actually type something, save it, and come back to it later.
So if I start something out, feel like branching it, I can return to it and start typing from exactly where I left off.
Yep.
I know a few of our viewers, at least, have one of your computers. Where can we use them?
They're really popular. You can use them wherever, in every room. They're about the size of a small box, and they fit everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, the Apple company did a really good job.
Yes, a few years back we had businessmen John D. Rockefeller and Steve Jobs on our show. Hi, I'm filmmaker Steven Spielberg. It is my pleasure to be hosting another very special episode of Innovators of Today. Running commercial-free, we will catch up with John D. Rockefeller and Steve Jobs, as well as get the lowdown on our special guest, Bill Gates. Thank you all for joining us. I will begin with Bill to introduce the main discussion of tonight, Microsoft Windows software. Thank you for joining us this time around.
It is no problem at all.
And thank you all for agreeing to do this again. Bill, your company Microsoft has sped up the development of computers and has taken technology to a completely different level. What drives you to work so hard?
Well, I've set the bar very high for myself. My goal is to have a computer on every desktop in every home, all running Windows and Microsoft software.
It almost doesn't seem that far-fetched. Speaking of the Windows software, I want to ask you why you think Windows has been so successful, and hear from the others how it has impacted their careers.
When it first came out, it was a big hit because it allowed multitasking, but it also had more graphics and was more user-friendly. Since the early to mid-90s, though we have obviously made several new updated versions of Windows, providing new features including more CD technology and computer networking, to name a few.
Thank you, Bill. Now we are going to hear from John and Steve. John is a partner in the Standard Oil Company, and Steve Jobs works for Apple, as we all are aware. Windows has had a massive positive impact on our society. We are going to hear from John and Steve how it has influenced their careers. John, how has it affected you?
Standard Oil has benefited a lot from Windows software. Before Windows came out, I had to keep all my records on paper. Now I can keep much more accurate records, making my job run a lot smoother. Also, we can manage things like our employees' salary a lot easier.
Has it affected anything else your company does?
We now have a faster operating system. Before, all the machinery had to be controlled by hand. Now that we have computers to control it, our production has gone up and it is safer for our employees.
Thank you.
Not a problem. I'm thankful for Bill's work.
Thank you.
Now we will hear from an associate of Bill's, Steve Jobs, of the Apple Computer Company. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steven.
I understand that you've had a few rocky years since we last spoke to you.
A while back, I dismissed myself from Apple to start my company Next. Honestly, Next was better than Apple, but it didn't catch on with the public.
That's a shame. What are you up to now?
Well, now that Windows is out, Apple has asked me back to be a CEO at the company, which I've accepted.
That is fantastic. What is next in store for you?
I've created more computers and music software, which has been extremely popular amongst the community.
How has Windows helped you with this?
Windows has not necessarily helped me out. However, we've come to an agreement to work together. Windows comes with Apple software, such as iTunes.
Sounds like Windows has helped you a lot. I'm glad to hear that your career is back on track.
It is good that we have been able to compromise.
Bill and I haven't had the pleasure of actually working together, but we might as well have. Windows has obviously impacted my career. Just look at E.T. and Jurassic Park. If Windows had not come out, I'd be having the same problems that I had with E.T. There would have been no animatronic dinosaurs, nothing except substandard special effects. That is just one example out of a million. That is our special on the Microsoft Windows software. Thank you for joining us. Maybe we'll do it again in a few years. Good night.